Shame will show up in the way you present yourself on a daily basis. You will see shame in the way someone holds themselves. You know, you can literally see the outline of their inner child. I know that I can now see that in someone, and you know, I've recognized it within myself, where I'm like holding like a scared little child. And once you become aware of it, it's like, wow, the body really does keep the score. That pain that you've got in your hip, or that pain that you've got in your knee, or you know, the sort of cowering that you do when you're standing in line, or the leaning that you do to one side, is emotion. Shame, fear, guilt, judgment, literally stuck in your body. And when we do this work and we begin this work, there is so much to unravel that it can feel very confronting, and it can feel terrifying and scary. But the more we dissolve the fear, because when fear is in the way, when there is fear, the mind then gets involved with what the body wants to do. So when the mind gets involved, the mind creates a story as to, this feeling is terrifying, scary, I'm not going to be able to cope with this, I'm not going to be able to control this. And so we create this fear loop. Whereas if, when we are doing these healing processes, and our body is, you know, purging or releasing pent up pain and emotion and shame, when we are trusting, fully trusting in this process, we allow it to move through the body more effortlessly, more effectively. So it's so important to keep rooting back into the trust. This is why it's so important that we dissolve these layers of fear. And I've shared it on my social media about, you know, stop doing fear-inducing things. Stop watching the news. You are perpetuating the fear cycle by keep watching the news. It's there to keep you in the loop of fear. Stop watching scary, graphic, murderous movies. Stop doing it. You're staying in the loop of fear. You're perpetuating the cycle of fear. You might say you like it because you've actually created an adaptation to the fear, and so you now think that the fear is enjoyable, but actually it's just because you've created a adaptation to the fear of it. Do things that are actually helping you dissolve the fear. So go and do something new, like go and do a new class, go and do a water sport. Like if you have a fear of the ocean, maybe get in the ocean and start conquering your fear rather than perpetuating it. Trusting in the body, trusting in the body's capability to heal.